Welcome back, everyone. Dan Williams with Survive Outdoors. At Survive Outdoors, we focus on wilderness medicine, safety topics, and we do gear reviews. Today, we're going to be doing a gear review on a $9.98 the Bug Bite Thing out of Denmark. So, I was in the store the other day, I saw this, I picked it up. I've researched the heck out of it and found out there are no medical studies done on this that I can find anyway. The premise of this is that they touted suctioning out the insect saliva and venom from under the skin. And then on the front of the box they have a mosquito, some biting flies, wasps, and a fire ant, it looks like. Helps alleviate itching and swelling from bug bites and stings. So I brought this home, experimented with it, and I want to talk to you first, before I jump into that, about mosquitoes. So when mosquitoes bite you, their proboscis is actually made up of like 6 different appendages, and they seek out your blood, and they'll feed, if to be totally full, on average 2 to 4 minutes. They secrete a saliva, which is proteins and an anticoagulant. And that anticoagulant is similar to any other anticoagulant, so your blood doesn't clot, so they can take in the blood. While they're doing this, they actually excrete water that they have in their system out their abdomen onto your skin, almost like they're urinating. Great, huh? So then, after they feed, they take off. What they're stating is that if you use this suction cup device, soon after, if not immediately, that you will get the saliva out of the wound and you will not have the response. Now, I have a hard time imagining that happening. One of the reasons why is for years Sawyer made a great product. It was a suction cup for venomous snake bites, until repeated research time and time again showed that suctioning devices for venomous snake bites just don't work. Now granted, a venomous snake bite, fangs go in deeper, there's more venom, but a histamine reaction when that mosquito bites you is almost instantaneous. It's triggering your histamine response, which causes the skin to get red and inflamed. But they're saying that this is going to work with that. So if you look at this, I'm going to come closer here. It has 2 different sizes that you can use, a small and a large. On the end of you put that on there like that, push that down. We're going to put that on the skin. Well, let's say there's a bite right there, and I'm going to pull up and hold that for 10 to 20 seconds. And as I'm doing that, that is supposed to extract any saliva, bee venom, wasp venom. And you'll see here, it hasn't been 10 seconds, but I have a pretty hairy arm, and you can imagine that's not going to give a really good seal. At our clinic, we'll test masks and respirators for companies, and when we do that, the individual has to have a shaved mustache and shaved beard, because the N95 mask just won't seal. So if you have a hairy arm, I just don't see how this is going to be that effective. Probably about 10 seconds now at least. I take that off, and that's what we have. Not much suction at all. We'll do this again, and it's just not even really sealing at all. If you look at the reviews on this, there's a lot of positive reviews. Are they real? From what I gather, they're anecdotal, and people are just stating, hey, it worked, it relieved the itching. Well, maybe it did relieve the itching, but how does that work physiologically? The only thing I can gather is that it brings up a rush of blood to the skin surface, and then what happens is that rush of blood could possibly disperse some of the histamine at the site. But I am here to tell you, I just don't see this being that effective at all. excuse me, for bugs and especially bees and wasps, because literally it is instantaneous when you have that histamine response. So they tout that this is going to basically relieve the itching and it's going to suck out the saliva. If that's the case, I don't hear them mentioning it's going to reduce dengue fever. I don't hear them mentioning it's going to reduce West Nile, because that virus is in that mosquito's saliva. So if it removes the saliva, well, this should be actually a wonderful tool to reduce dengue across the world and West Nile. In fact, mosquitoes kill on average 1 million people a year. It is the most dangerous bug we have, is the mosquito. So anyway, that's our review of the bug bite thing. On our rating scale, A, B, C, D, and F, A is it's a must-have for wilderness medicine, for safety. B, pretty good, you decide. C, average. D, I wouldn't get it. F, complete fail. We rank the bug bite thing a solid D. I just can't advise you to spend the $10 on this thing. So, till next time, keep your eyes on the horizon, your face to the wind. Stay safe, guys.